the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. With that, let's get up to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. There to call all the action. We welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. And we get a quick peek at the Ravens starting offense.
When I see Latavius Murray with the ball in his hands, I think that he's a dangerous player. He has good speed, good presence.
And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked. And now a fumble. The ball's out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
On second down, it's Murray, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On first down, Murray. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Jackson's throw caught here by Boykin. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Calais Campbell on the stop. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the pistol, they run it with Murray. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now Roethlisberger.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Wash. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, 46 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, You're exactly right with the math, but don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far. Yeah,
and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. Going to give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Roethlisberger to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And our attention here turns to Latavius Murray. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 49 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Second down and goal. Jackson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Devin Bush in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Here's third and goal now, back at the 11. Jackson from the shotgun. This is caught. Watkins. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's fourth and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
To throw again on second down, Roethlisberger. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up first and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They'll keep it on the ground again here. So we've reached half. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 40 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Ben to throw again. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. 10th carry of the game now, Murray. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. He's got his man. It's Andrews. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They go play action with Roethlisberger. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. On the draw, this will be Freeman. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Jackson, wide open receiver, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Sammy Watkins there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and this is back to a 5-point game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Right back to him on first down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about position.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. A four-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back 1st down pickups. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Snell. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Dancing to his left. And the Steelers are in for the touchdown.
Nice touchdown, baby. Keep working.
Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw here to his running back. And Freeman lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. And he'll go down at the 28. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. And they give this time to the tailback. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
230.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a pickup of 2, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. But now it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Steelers are close to finishing off this football game. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Nice pick, nice pick.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big 2nd half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. obviously there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.